Good morning everyone and welcome to the class. We are doing the chapter Social Justice in Political Theory, and under this chapter we have we have started our discussion about justice. What do we mean by justice? And in this regard, the most important question which was raised by one of the friends of Socrates in the book Republic, which is written by Plato. So the question was why we should be just. What is the need of being just? And we have seen the answer which was given by Socrates, that we are just. If we are just, then it is not serving a short-term purpose, but actually it is for a very long-term purpose, because if all the people will start following the path of injustice, if all the people will start breaking the rules and laws, then there will be no one to get benefit from this situation, and the whole society, the whole humanity will come in danger. So the purpose, the reason behind being just is not a very short-term reason or an individual reason. We are just because we want this world to survive. And in this regard, we have also discussed what is justice according to Socrates. Socrates has said that justice, these are written in the book Republic, and this book is written by Plato. And who was Socrates? Socrates was the teacher of Plato. So Plato has described about Socrates. So Socrates is saying that justice is not to do good to our friends and do harm to our enemies. If we are harming someone, if we are doing harm to someone, then it can never be called justice, because whenever we harm someone, there is lack, there is reduction in the virtue of that person because of the harm caused by someone. अगर किसी को भी हम किसी भी तरह का नुकसान पहुंचाते हैं, तो वो उसकी वर्चू में रिड्यूस कर देता है उसकी वर्चू को. एंड जस्टिस विल नेवर वांट, जस्टिस का कभी भी ये एम नहीं होगा कि वो किसी की वर्चू को कम करना चाहे. सो दैट इज नॉट justice. Justice, according to Socrates, what is justice? Justice involves the well-being of all the people. What is justice according to Socrates? According to Socrates, justice is well-being of the people. Just like a doctor who wants the well-being of his or her patient, in the similar way, a just ruler or a just government want the well-being of all the people who are living within the territory of the country. So this is justice according to Socrates. And what do we mean by the well-being of all the people? If we say that justice is the well-being of all the people, so what do we mean by well-being of the people? Well-being of the people means to give people their due. Whatever is their due, they must be given that by the society, by the government. That is justice. And now the question is, what is due? What due is to be given to the people by the society, by the government? This has changed. The due which was supposed to be given to the people at the time of Plato and Socrates, and the due which in today's world we think that the people should be given, it has changed, because टाइम के साथ साथ बहुत सारे जो हमारे व्यूज़ होते हैं वो बदलते हैं. तो इन प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो, इन मॉडर्न टाइम, वी कैन टेक द view of Immanuel Kant, the German philosopher. Immanuel Kant was of the view that what is due to the people is the every human being possess dignity, and what is due to them to give them dignity. They have the right to lead a dignified life, and that dignity is must be given by the government to the people, because in the absence of this dignity they will not be able to live the life of a human being. So we were doing just this about the Immanuel Kant, that he was of the opinion that all the people are needed to be given dignity. Then that is due to them, जो कि उनको देना हमें ज़रूरी है. हमें मतलब गवर्नमेंट मस्ट गिव देम दैट डिग्निटी. एंड कहाँ से ये डिग्निटी आती है? फ्रॉम वेयर वी गेट दैट डिग्निटी? जो हमें फ्रीडम मिलता है, जो हमें इक्वालिटी मिलती है, दैट इज़ द डिग्निटी. वो हमारा डिग्निटी एंश्योर करता है. इफ़ वी आर ट्रीटेड डिफरेंटली ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ socially produced reasons, then we will lose our dignity. अगर कास्ट के बेसिस पे हमारे साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन किया जाता है, जो सो कॉल्ड लोअर कास्ट सोसाइटी की मानी जा रही है, उसके साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो रहा है, तो ये क्या है? उसकी डिग्निटी नहीं है. ही और सी इज़ लैकिंग द डिग्निटी. अगर हमारे साथ हमें फ्रीडम नहीं है कि हम अपने हिसाब से अपने लाइफ के जो रूल्स हैं उसको हम बना सकें और उसको फॉलो कर सकें, वी आर नॉट फ्री, देन वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू लिव अ डिग्निफाइड लाइफ. तो हमें डिग्निटी कैसे मिलेगी? हमें डिग्निटी इसी राइट से मिलेगी. राइट टू फ्रीडम, राइट टू इक्वालिटी, दीज आर द डिग्निटीज, दीज आर द रिक्वायरमेंट टू लिव अ डिग्निफाइड life by a human being. Now we will see a new section is there, and that is equal treatment for equals. Equal treatment for equals. Although there might be broad agreement in modern society about the equal importance of all people, it is not a simple matter to decide how to give each person his/her due. Though it is accepted that all the people are equally important, all the people should be given equal importance, everyone is equal, we all accept all these things, but it is not easy to decide how to give each person his or her due. कैसे उनको जो उनका ड्यू है वो दिया जाए? It is not easy to decide. One of the principle, a number of different principles have been put forward in this regard, how to give each person his or her due. Okay, this is the question. How to give each person his or her due? This is the question. Okay. How to give each person his or her due? जो उनका ड्यू है उसको कैसे दिया जाए? Now there are so many principles regarding this मेथड कि कैसे हमें उनको उनका ड्यू देना है. इसके लिए क्या हमें तरीका अपनाना होगा? What method should be adopted by us, by the government in order to give each person his or her due? So in this regard, the first principle is equal treatment for equals. जो equal हैं उनके साथ equal treatment किया जाए. Okay, so the first principle is equal treatment for equals. Okay, one of the principle is the principle of treating equals equally. It is considered that all individuals share certain characteristics as human beings. We all have some kind of equality because we all are human beings. So we all share certain characteristics जो कि सब में common होती है. Therefore, they deserve equal rights and equal treatment. So we all belong to human being. We all are human beings. So we all are given. We all must be given equal rights and equal treatment. There should not be any kind of difference between the people because we all are human beings. So we all must be given equal rights and equal treatment. Some of the important rights which are granted in most liberal democracies today include civil rights such as the rights of life, liberty and property. Political rights like the right to vote, which enable people to participate in political processes, and certain social rights which would include the right to enjoy equal opportunities with other members of the society. So this is equal treatment for equals. When we are equal, we all are human beings, so we must be given equal rights, we must be given equal treatment. There should not be any kind of discrimination, and that is why people have been given so many rights, like they have been given civil rights. And civil rights will include right to life, right to liberty, right to property. So these civil rights are given to all the people. Then there are political rights, right to contest election, right to vote. These are the political rights which are given to the people, and these are very much important in order to make the participation of the people real. है ना? जो भी democratic countries होते हैं उसमें these rights are very much required, because in the absence of these rights democracy will be meaningless. So in all the democratic countries this principle has been followed, that all are equal, so they must be given equal rights, and the civil rights have been given. Then political rights, and in political rights we include right to vote, right to contest election, and social rights are also given to the people. And what is social right? Social right is right to enjoy equal opportunity. Everyone must be given equal opportunity. So this concept, this principle has been adopted in liberal democratic countries in order to give people their due. People को, लोगों को जो उनका due देना है, how to give each person his or her due. So this is the one of the principle, and under this principle, so these rights have been given to the people. In most of the countries we can say that these rights are mentioned in the constitution itself, and no one can breach this right. Even the government has no authority to breach this right. So this is treating equals equally. जो equal है उनके साथ equally treat करिए, तभी उनको उनका due मिल जाएगा. Okay. Apart from equal rights, the principle of treating equals equally would require that people should not be discriminated against on the grounds of class, caste, race or gender. So आपने equal rights तो दे दिया, other than giving this equal rights, what is required, that there should not be any kind of discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, gender, class, color. These are the socially produced discrimination. So there should not be any kind of discrimination between people on these ground. एक तरफ तो हमने equality दिया और दूसरी तरफ हमने discrimination का end किया कि socially produced discrimination will not be there in the society. So they should be judged on the basis of their work and action and not on the basis of the group to which they belong. So what is important? If we want to stop discrimination, it is very much required that people should be judged on the basis of their work, on the basis of their performance, not on the basis of the group to which they belong. It should not be there कि a person is belonging to an upper caste, so it is very, so many times, so it is there, it happens that there is prejudice. People are prejudiced regarding people belonging to particular caste कि इस caste के लोग ऐसे होते हैं. तो that should not be there. कि whatever you have to judge a person, then that judgment should be only be on the basis of the performance, not on the basis of the group to which he or she belongs. Therefore, if two persons from different caste perform the same kind of work, whether it be breaking stones or delivering pizzas, they should receive the same kind of reward. And if they are doing the same work, if they are performing the same action, and they belong to different communities, they belong to different groups, so on the basis of that कि they belong to different groups, they should not, they will not be discriminated. कि उनके बीच में हम डिस्क्रिमिनेशन करें कि एक किसी अनदर ग्रुप को बिलोंग कर रहा है उसको ज़्यादा रिवार्ड दे सेम काम के लिए. दैट शुड नॉट हैपन. एवरीवन शुड बी ट्रीटेड इक्वली. There should not be any discrimination on the basis of religion or caste or color or gender. Okay, so अगर कोई कुछ भी काम कर रहा है, be it breaking the stone or delivering the pizza, जो भी काम हो रहा है उस काम के लिए उसको जो रिवार्ड मिलेगा, that reward should be on the basis of the work that is done by the person, not on the basis of the group to which he or she belongs. If a person gets 100 rupee for some work and another receives only 75 rupee for the same work because they belong to different castes, then it would be unfair or unjust. If this kind of practices are existing in the society in which people are paid differently for same work function on the basis of caste, a person belonging to upper caste is given 100 rupees for the same work, and a person belonging to lower caste has been given 75 rupees. What is this? This is exploitation. Because जो caste inequalities हैं, that is still there in the mind, and people think that they are inferior. तो उनको थोड़ा कम करके देना चाहिए, उनको they should not be given equal. तो अगर इस तरह की चीज़ें हो रही हैं तो there is lack of justice. This is not justice. Similarly, if a male teacher in a school gets a higher salary than a female teacher, then this difference would also be unjustifiable and wrong. So there cannot be difference on the basis of gender also. अगर जेंडर के बेसिस पे इस तरह के डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होते हैं और ये सोचा जाता है कि women are less efficient than their male counterparts and so they must be given less salary, then this is unjustifiable. Because we have to treat everyone equally. You can't discriminate on the basis of gender. So this is treating equals equally. On the one hand, we are giving them equal rights, civil rights, political rights, social rights, and on the other hand we are stopping all kind of discrimination on the basis of caste or religion or color or creed or gender. तो ये दो चीज़ें एक साथ जब हम करेंगे तो दैट विल बी द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इक्वल ट्रीटमेंट फॉर इक्वल्स. जो इक्वल है उनके साथ इक्वल ट्रीटमेंट करिए. देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी काइंड ऑफ discrimination. Now we will see another principle. This was one of the principle for deciding how to give each person his or her due. Now there is another principle, and the name of this principle is proportional justice. Proportionate justice. Second principle is proportionate justice. However, equal treatment is not the only principle of justice. There could be circumstances in which we might feel that treating everybody equally would be unjust. So that is one of the principle to treat everyone equally. But there are many circumstances in our life when we feel that we can't treat everyone equally. We have to treat differently because the circumstances is such. So in that situation, in order to decide how to give each person his or her due, what we have to do, we have to behave with them, we have to treat with them in a different manner. How, for instance, would you react if it was decided in your school that all those who did an exam should get equal marks because they all are students of the same school and did the same exam? So the example is very good. You can understand it in a very well manner. है ना? Suppose a rule has been made in your school that all the students who have appeared for the examination must be given equal marks because we are treating equals equally. If we are following that principle that we should treat equals equally, तो जब एग्ज़ाम के लिए बच्चे appear हो रहे हैं, students are appearing for the exams, we see that they all are equal. They all belong to the same school. They all have appeared in the examination. So they all are equal. So we should not discriminate between these people. We should not discriminate between the students, and we must give them equal marks because we should treat equals equally. They all are equal ना. सभी एक स्कूल के बच्चे हैं, सभी एग्ज़ाम में अपीयर हुए हैं, तो they must be given equal marks. तो क्या would it be acceptable to you? Would it be justifiable? No, it will never be justifiable to you. You are never going to accept this. Why? The reason is here you might think that it would be more fair if students were awarded marks according to the quality of their answer papers and also possibly the degree of effort they had put in. Okay, so what should be the criteria of giving them marks? The criteria is not कि equals should be treated equally. We can't follow that principle in all sphere of our life, in all circumstances of our life. In such circumstances in which students are appearing for the examination, we must give them marks according to the quality of their answer sheet. उनके आंसर शीट को देख के उसकी क्वालिटी डिटरमाइन की जाएगी कि उसने कैसा लिखा है, एंड देन अकॉर्डिंगली उसको मार्क्स दिए जाएंगे. और जब हम कॉपी देखेंगे, जब हम देखते हैं, तो वी ऑल्सो कम टू नो द लेवल ऑफ एफर्ट पुट बाय द स्टूडेंट. स्टूडेंट ने कितना एफर्ट उसमें डाला है, कितनी उसने मेहनत की है, उसका आंसर शीट बताता है, और उसी के बेसिस पे उसको मार्क्स दिए जाने चाहिए, न कि हम ये सोचें कि इक्वल शुड बी ट्रीटेड इक्वली. इन अदर वर्ड्स, provided everybody starts from the same baseline of equal rights. Justice in such case would mean rewarding people in proportion to the scale and quality of their effort. So in such cases, people cannot be rewarded in an equal manner. They will be rewarded according to the proportion to the scale and quality of their effort. जैसा उनका काम का क्वालिटी है और जितना उन्होंने एफर्ट लगाया है, इन दोनों को डिसाइड करके, इन दोनों को ऑब्जर्व करके उसके अकॉर्डिंगली उनको रिवार्ड दिया जाता है. तो दिस इज प्रोपोर्शनेट जस्टिस. प्रोपोर्शनेट मीन्स वी कैन रिवार्ड पीपल नॉट इक्वली, बट in some situations, in some cases, we have to reward people according to their effort, according to the quality of their work. The reward is in proportion to their quality and effort, what they put in the work. अगर उनका क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छा है तो उसी के प्रोपोर्शन में उनका जो रिवॉर्ड है वो भी ज़्यादा होगा. अगर उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा एफर्ट लगाया है तो उसका भी रिवॉर्ड जो है वो उसके प्रोपोर्शन में वो ज़्यादा होगा. ओके. So most people would agree that although people should get the same reward for the same work, same reward for same work, as we have discussed earlier, कि if two people are delivering pizzas, then both of them should be given equal reward. They may belong to different social communities, but they must be given equal reward. And now we are seeing that there are situations in which we cannot give them equal reward. We have to give them different reward on the basis of their on the basis of the quality of their work, on the basis of the effort they put in. So it would be fair and just to reward different kind of works differently. If people are doing different kind of works, then they must be given different rewards. We cannot equate them, क्योंकि उनके काम का जो नेचर है वो डिफरेंट है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली उनका रिवार्ड भी डिफरेंट होना चाहिए. So it would be fair and just to reward different kinds of work differently if we take into account factors such as the effort required, the skill required, and the possible danger involved in that work, and so on. So many criteria are there. We can say that in some work there are people need to be more skilled. So if people are required to be more skilled, then they must be given more reward. In some work there may be lot of effort is required by the people. People have to do more effort. So agar they are doing more effort, then they must be given more reward. And in some work more danger is involved. So if people are doing dangerous work, then they must be given accordingly. Their reward must also be higher than those people who are not doing dangerous work, who are not doing such work in which danger is involved. So but what we find that in our society this does not exist, because you take the example of mining people, miners, जो mining mines में काम करने वाले लोग होते हैं. So much danger is involved in this mining activity. There is no guarantee of their life. They can lose their life any moment of time, but still they are not paid accordingly. So this is the situation which is prevailing in our country. People are not given reward according to their nature of the work. If the work is requiring more skill, if the work is requiring more effort, if the work is causing danger to the life of the worker, then they must be rewarded high. But this is not happening. There are so many examples for this. Okay, so we will discuss this in our next class.